In the untamed waves of West Africa's shore, strange sails pierced the endless blue. It was the 1460s, a time of grand voyages and uncharted territories. Along the lush coastline of what we now call Côte d'Ivoire, Portuguese explorers, daring mariners from the edge of Europe, became the first to anchor their caravels. They were on a quest, searching for a sea route to the fabled riches of the East, a vision championed by Prince Henry the Navigator. But what secrets did the sea whisper to them as they gazed upon this new land? Captains like Diogo Gomes navigated treacherous currents, making landfall at places like Assigny and Grand Bassam. There, they encountered the crew and other coastal peoples who had lived in harmony with their environment for centuries. Imagine the scene. Two vastly different worlds meeting for the first time. The air must have been thick with a mix of curiosity, awe, and deep-seated suspicion. Initial interactions were tentative, centered around trade. The Portuguese offered European cloth, colorful beads, and metal goods. In return, they sought the treasures of the Ivorian coast, precious ivory, which would later give the region its name, exotic peppers, and shimmering gold dust. These early barters forged uneasy alliances, a delicate dance of exchange across a vast cultural divide. Little is recorded of these very first encounters, leaving us with whispers and fragments. We can only speculate about the thoughts of the local people as they eyed these pale strangers and their powerful ships. What did they make of their intentions? This first contact, however, was like opening a floodgate. Word of the resources and opportunities spread across Europe. Soon the Dutch, the French, and the English followed in the wake of the Portuguese, each vying for a foothold on this lucrative coast. The nature of the trade began to shift, slowly but inexorably. The focus moved from goods to a far more grim and devastating cargo: human beings. The seeds of exploitation and the transatlantic slave trade were sown on these very shores, casting a long, dark shadow that would stretch for centuries. What began as a quest for spices and gold morphed into a system that would tear apart families, communities, and the very fabric of West African societies. The trading posts that were once centers of cultural exchange became fortresses, holding pens for a horrific commerce. The initial curiosity and tentative partnerships soured into a dynamic of power and subjugation. The same ships that had arrived as vessels of exploration now became symbols of oppression. The story of European contact with Côte d'Ivoire is a complex tapestry woven with threads of adventure, ambition, greed, and immense suffering. It raises profound questions that still resonate today. Was it mere exploration that brought those ships to the Ivorian horizon? Or was it a more predatory impulse, a compass of greed pointing directly to Africa's untapped soul and its people? The arrival of those first caravels set in motion a chain of events that would irrevocably alter the destiny of not just a nation, but an entire continent. The echoes of these encounters still linger in the resilient spirit and rich culture of modern Côte d'Ivoire. As we look back, it's crucial to understand this history not as a simple story of discovery, but as a collision of worlds with lasting consequences. The legacies of colonialism and the slave trade are deeply embedded in the political, economic, and social realities of today. By examining these first moments of contact, we can better understand the roots of these complex issues. On the Ivorian horizon, what unspoken pacts were made that reshaped a continent's fate? The full story is one that continues to unfold, written in the memory of the land and its people. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey back in time. What are your thoughts on these early encounters? Was it a fair trade or a trap from the very beginning? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this history compelling, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more deep dives into the stories that shaped our world. Hit that notification bell so you don't miss our next video. See you next time.